What's up guys, welcome to a new video. Today we are doing a feature on ZMK. If you guys are interested in doing features on your cars, please DM us, send us pics, tell us about your ride and we can make it happen. So here we go.
This
is my 2007 T3 Toyota Yaris. There's a funny story about this car. Well, it's not a funny story. It's just a story. So this car has been in my family since 2012. This was first my aunt's car, Lana. You might have seen her in the comments sometimes. She tells Hosi nonsense about BMWs because she doesn't like them. Anyway, this used to be her car. When she immigrated, she left it to my grandparents. This car was my grandmother's for, I'd say a good five years or so. This car is what used to pick me up from school, take me to get food, fetch me from soccer. I basically kind of grew up with this car through my high school career. So when my grandparents immigrated then to Portugal, this then became my baby, stock standard. It had a wheel that my aunt liked, but her tastes are questionable. She's gonna tell me nonsense. But anyway, I didn't like that wheel. And so the process began. We first did sound. The sound that I got, I had to nag my mother for it because she did not want me modifying this car at all. So a lot of the stuff I did in this car, I had to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. So the sound I had to nag my mother for, and eventually she agreed as a birthday present. My budget was 1,000 Rand. If you know anything about sound, 1,000 Rand gets you almost nowhere when it comes to a sub amp and a box. Anyway, made it happen. That was the first ever mod I did on this car. I lie. The first ever mod I did on this car was for a school project, which was a BMC drop-in pan filter that I took to Big Boss Auto. And it was for a school project. We had to do a DIY thing. So I decided I'm gonna do something to the car. So I wanted to mod the car. So I figured the best way to do it was to finagle my way in through a school project. So we put a BMC pan filter, and the guys at Big Boss Auto, super helpful, super cool. They actually let us put it on the dyno. If I have the footage of it running the dyno, you'll see it now. If I don't, sorry, it was a long time ago. So we put in the BMC filter and we ran it on the dyno without the filter. It made somewhere like 64 kilowatts or something, rubbish, and 92 kilowatts. With the filter, we ran it on the dyno again. It gained 2 kilowatts and 10 newtons just for a drop-in filter. Not a bad, 800 bucks for some power gains? It's still nothing, but anyway. Okay, after that, we went with coilovers. Also, I had to saved up money, and I ordered the coilovers without telling my mother anything because she would have my head. Anyway, organized the coilovers, took it somewhere to get it fitted. I wasn't comfortable at that stage, finagling and doing things on the car. I was a bit scared that I'd miss a bolt and I'm driving and then the suspension falls to bits and then I die. Anyway, got the coilovers fitted. That was the second major mod I did on the car after the sound. Then after that, saved up a bit more money, needed tires, convinced my mother to give me money for tires because I already did the tires, but that was I didn't need tires. I did need tires. I needed 165, 45, 15. So that's what I got. Saved up money for the rims and convinced my mother to buy me tires because I already needed tires. I had new tires. I needed stretch tires. So we did that. And got home with this really skinny tire stretching out the rim. My mother saw it, instantly got a hiding. And yeah, after that, the car was sick. We did a free flow exhaust. If any of you know the car back then, it was incredibly loud. It was a straight pipe. It was annoying. It was obnoxious. It was stupid loud. Then after that, we did bags, which is where I learned what you shouldn't do when you bag a car. Don't buy a second-hand kit.
As I've advised many times.
Yes, do it right the first time, because I bought a second-hand kit for this car, and within the space of a year, I had essentially bought a whole kit again with all the stuff that I had to do. Compressor went wrong. On the very first day, we bagged the car. I was driving. Oh no, it was the next day. I had taken the car out, and for some unknown reason, the front end stopped coming up. So now I was flat in the front, back was up, car was scraping everywhere. Stopped, called a friend, Tato, you might know him. We jacked the car up, found that there was a pipe that was out on the bag, put it back in, closed it up. Tato went home, I came home, I got home, I called Tato, compressor stopped working. Said, bro, come help me sort out this car again. So he came out. At that point, my mother arrived. She did not know that I had bagged the car yet, because the night before I left it aired up in the driveway, just so it looked like it was still on the coilover. So she got home, the car was flat on the floor, there was a big tank in the boot, and her instant reaction was, why did you put nitrous in this car? It wasn't nitrous, it was the bags that had broken again. So we spent some time, figured out it was a compressor, we got another compressor, put it in, up she went, good to go. And between then and now, there's been a million other things that have gone wrong in terms of modifications and stuff. But hey, you win some, you lose some, but for now, everything is holding up. If any of you own bagged cars or heavily modified cars, you know it's a day in the life. Sometimes you make it to work, other times you have to call your boss and tell him that your air suspension is not working, which becomes a running joke after all. Anyway, after that, it ended up going to Clarence. This is where things really took off with this car. You know Clarence, he's been helping us with the Conquest. So we actually have done what we're doing now with the Conquest before with this one, except we weren't as much involved as we are with the Conquest. So this was my ideas, but Clarence's workmanship, and he knocked it out the park. When I went to Clarence, we literally did everything, stripped it down, respray, full interior, boot setup. We put in the sound. Well, we upgraded the sound, we did a big 3 conversion. We went all out on it, and that was the biggest variation the car had seen. Almost took about a year to get everything done, but yeah, well worth it. After that, we took it to German vs. Jap. It's won top 10 at German vs. Jap. I was happy with that, and this is where we stand now. Everything that you've seen on the videos. If you haven't seen them, you should go check them out. We've done some hard lines, we've done more sound on it. What else have we done on it? Lights, we did the lights, those are big things, look there. We've done the wheels, look there, and tires, look. There's also some big things that we've done. So yeah, that's where the car sits now. And that is ZMK in a nutshell. Okay, so let's take an in-depth look at what has been done on ZMK.
Okay.
Not my blind eye.
Oh.
So, the first thing that we'll go to is the paint, because that's the biggest thing on the car. So it's
Is
a
it the
custom
biggest
paint job. Oh yes. What do you see most of it? You see blue. So I don't know if you can see some of the sparkle that's in there.
It's coming out. Well, I hope it's coming. Let me just try it. Focus.
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 Focus. What's in any shatty?
Focusing noises. Yeah, I think you can kind of see the sparkle.
So like I said before, that was done by Clarence. So we know he's tops with the paint, and I must say he did a top job until I went and ruined it.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yes, colossally so.
I ruined it.
You ruined it.
I ruined it.
Messed up.
So what happened over there was the car was on bags and freshly painted, and it was next to a wall, and I aired the car up in the back, which opened the door ever so slightly just to touch on the wall, and then I aired down the front.
Well done.
Which scraped the whole door.
Yes.
And you would think that would only happen once, right? No, it happened twice. That's what happened over there. And if you check over here, that's what it did to the wall.
How do you feel about yourself?
I was quite angry.
Yes.
I was very angry.
Yes.
I'll take you through all the mess ups that I have made.
I would be
along the way. This is a funny story on this interior. So Clarence's wife actually did this entire interior at home by herself. Oh, such a champion. So Clarence initially took her to an interior shop to have them do it, and
They didn't.
they didn't. They did rubbish is what they did. So he ended up buying his wife an industrial sewing machine and gave her my interior.
And this is what came of it.
And she did one of the most spectacular jobs I've ever seen. And she fought with me a lot because you see every single stitch here. So she had to do every single stitch manually.
Wow.
So everywhere you see diamond stitch, she actually fought with me and asked, are you sure you really want to go with a double diamond stitch? Do you
Because
really
she didn't want to do it?
She didn't want to do it. And every time she sees the car, the first thing she comes and checks is the condition of the interior. If I ever let this interior go bad, I'm pretty sure she will hit me.
Yes.
But yeah, what an amazing job she did there.
So some of those upgrades you're talking about, you'll notice there's a random gauge over there.
Yes. So
That does?
nothing.
Yes.
So this used to be, well, it's for the air, right? But we had a JFA remote system in here before with the VU4 block, and we had the brilliant idea of putting the gauge in the cup holder. That used to be a cup holder. Now it's a gauge pot. Anyway, then we upgraded to the P7, and we don't need that anymore.
Yes.
But now we can't take it out.
Because there's going to be a massive gaping hole in your cup holder.
But it still works. Look, the lights work. That's cool.
Does it actually show pressure?
No, it doesn't.
Well, then it doesn't work.
Yeah, but the lights work, so it looks like it works, but it doesn't.
Moral of the story, when installing parts, consider what happens when you decide to upgrade or remove.
Yes, definitely do that.
Yes.
Because if I had known better, I would have built a pod in there.
Well done. Well done for not thinking of it.
But we didn't do that.
More upgrades.
Yes.
Oh, sorry,
So
that's Formula 1. More
this-
upgrades.
this car was a base model Yaris, no electric windows. So Clarence changed that. So we bought 2 aftermarket electric window kits, and he modified them to make them look as OEM as possible. So this was him with some plastic welding, and I say he did a brilliant job, because that switch acts as a window locking mechanism. So if I turn that switch off, I'm sure you can see here on this door, you see if you check the switch, the light is on. If I turn it off, the light goes off.
Put it back on. Yes.
So now it works. If I hit the switch here, it doesn't work, but I still have full control of it.
Well done.
What a champ.
While we're back here,
Yes.
go watch our video on that.
Yes, that you can see what happened there. We put in Targa bullets and Targa Pro mids. You'll see the video. Go through the Yaris playlist, you'll find it. It's really loud.
Yes.
Next up, so the head unit is a Pioneer double din AVH something or other.
Watch your face.
Sorry, it's that. But there was a slight issue with this car. The power wire stopped working for some unknown reason, while the remote wire for the radio stopped working. The factory one, by the way. We checked the fuses are fine. I've got no clue what happened. So I ended up putting the radio on this switch here, which is constant, and now the radio works.
Engineering.
It works.
There we go.
The dash, we didn't do much. That all comes standard. What we did do, if you want to take a look inside, is that this all used to be grey.
Well, you can have to show them that.
Let me show you. So this all used to be grey. The roof lining used to be grey. This all used to be grey. It used to be that grey. That's there on the seatbelt. And Clarence also did the roof lining in black. Did all the plastics, painted them all black, including the doors. All of this was done. And it just looks so much cleaner in black. That's a sick instrument cluster, by the way. Stock standard. You can take back over. The Pierre de Resistance.
Yes.
So this setup was my sort of ideas that I gave to Clarence. I wanted a floating setup, and we sort of came together on how we are going to achieve that. So we ended up building a bracket in the back that's almost invisible from here to support the tank, and it's connected directly to the body of the car. It's a triangulated steel frame. The tank has got some movement, so it actually looks like it's floating, but it's solid stuff, doesn't go anywhere.
We added lights.
We added lights. That is when we tidied up the wires. You can also go
Yes.
check that video. It's in the playlist.
Focus. There we go.
Yeah, so we did the lights to enhance that floating effect. I think you can see now it looks a bit more like it's floating
In the
than
air.
what it was before.
We did hard lines.
We did these hard lines here. You can also go check that video. It also was the same time when we did the wheels, all in one video. Also in the playlist, have fun. Go look at that. I've had many issues with the sound. Amps popping, subs not working, protection mode. We eventually got everything right. So we have a friend of ours, a Gazi. He had a XTC amp, which we tried in this car. And it's the only amp that didn't go into protection and held the sub and worked well.
So you stole it.
I took it, yes I did.
And then there's the loud gaping hole.
Loud, ne? And then a lot of people ask me questions. Why do I keep a bent plate on the car?
Uncultured.
A lot of people say it's uncultured. Yes, it's... No, you say it's uncultured.
Yes.
But a lot of people say it ruins the look of the car because it's bent. So this is actually a nod to Bosuzoku Japanese culture. They actually bend, they used to bend their plate a lot more than this actually. They used to bend them up to about there. When they do night runs and stuff like that, it was more of a street racing, you know, hide away the plates, because in Japan, the plates are riveted on through the middle and highly illegal if you remove them. So in order to conceal their plates, they would bend them. So that's just a nod at JDM Bosuzoku culture, because it is Japanese. That's it. And because I think it's cool. And if you don't, well, don't do it on your car. Anyway. Oh, next we have another big mistake that I did. It's over there.
You jack in the wrong place.
No, I hit a curb.
Well done.
It's, you know that curb at Camaro, the one that sticks out there by.
Ah, my brother once did that.
Yeah. If that one gets you, just forget about it until you don't. So yeah, it might need some respraying and doing some stuff. I'll show you all the stuff that I've ruined.
Oh. Drastically so.
Yes.
The bumper doesn't fit. Well, it does. It just needs some gentle persuasion.
All good, no problem.
Yeah.
It's fine. Wait, I might have done more shit on the paint right now.
Well done.
So, this was funny. This happened when we were once shooting a video and I tried to smash the bumper back and it wasn't lined up. And I chipped some paint. It might have been now. I think it was now.
Wheels?
Wheels, BBS, LM reps.
Yes.
We don't have money for OEMs yet.
How sick would that be though?
Huh?
How sick would that be though?
OEM wheels?
Yes.
I wish.
3-piece.
3-piece. Oh, yes. So we got those from IS Motorsport.
Yes. As we do.
As we do. They help us out a lot and got a lot of cool stuff. Go check them out, guys.
Lights.
Light.
Why do I know more about what's been done to this car than you do?
Because I've done so much, I've forgotten.
Sounds like an excuse, but okay.
We did the lights recently. You can also go watch that video on playlist, same as all the others. So the previous lights that we had, they are still here somewhere. Anyway.
I think they're in the box.
Should I get them?
No.
Nah. So we had those lights forever and we tried so many things with them. We've polished them with all different types of stuff, including toothpaste. We tried the professional stuff, wet sanding, polishing it, UV protection. We did all of that. I think I spent like $500 on a restoration kit that lasted all of like 3 months before they were back to yellow. So it really just got to the point where new light was the only way to go on.
Yeah. So there was a comment by one of you guys that said that we should have tried to polish the headlights.
Yes, we have
first.
multiple times.
That there is your answer.
We've been polishing these lights since before YouTube was invented. That's a lie, but it might as well be true because that's how many times we polished them.
Okay, great. Fog lights. I think that's actually those were done not long after we met. Hey.
Yeah, actually, because I saw them on Walker and I loved the way they looked on Walker. And I decided I was gonna do them. This was, when we installed them was actually the first day I met the guys.
Yes.
The guy that I stole his amp. Yes. Don't tell him. He might know. He does.
These lights actually, and they've become really popular. When we got them on Walker, it was because Walker was missing a set of fog lights because it was also a base model. Got these lights, and I think by the time we were done, well, I say by the time we were done, but after we had gotten those lights for Walker, about 4 or 5 cars out of the 10 of us that still spent time together had these exact same fog lights. So, in the south, we sort of knew each other
by these fog lights.
By the fog lights.
Yeah, actually, another story about these fog lights. I only liked the outer ring on the fog lights. I just love that LED DRL effect that they have. And till this day, the center globe has never been connected.
Well, we connected ours, so.
I never did it. Yeah. Because I connected them to the park lights and I disabled the park lights. So when my park lights are on, it's just the fog. And I just never got around to connecting the main globe. I wanted to connect them onto the brights, but I never did. And
yes, I think that's how it works on Walker.
Yeah. That over there was another mess up that I did.
He drove head on into a
sub box.
Well done.
So when I park my car, I trust my handbrake and I almost never leave it in gear. For some unknown reason, my car was in gear and I started it from outside the car. Needless to say,
head-on collision.
It ran away. And it absolutely demolished the 12-inch sub box.
Yes. The issue with this car is that you turn the key once and it just keeps cranking.
Yes, it does.
So even if you turn the key back, it takes longer for it to stop cranking. Otherwise, it would have stopped.
Because that starter motor wants to go.
No. Well, yes, but I think it's just a thing with these Yarises. You turn the key and it keeps cranking until the car starts.
I don't know if it's every Yaris. I think just this Yaris, because other Yarises don't do what this one does.
Do they not?
No, tried a few. Maybe there's 1 or 2 examples that still do it. I don't know. This one.
But this one, yeah, it's one of those. If you guys have driven a car that does it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. You literally just turn the key once, even if you let go.
Yeah, you just click it once and let go, and it will start itself.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. I did that and took my hand off the key. And by the time I had let go, the car was into a sub box. It actually happened right here.
A lot of things have happened here.
Yeah, a lot. We can pop the bonnet. It's very dirty. I still haven't cleaned that engine there. It's a Toyota. I never have to open this thing.
Except when you do.
Like now, to show you.
And yesterday.
What happened?
When we opened the Toyota bonnet.
No, but that wasn't my Toyota bonnet.
It was a Toyota though.
It wasn't mine. So over here is the alternator. The standard Yaris alternator was only pushing about 40 amps, ohms, imagine. It was only pushing around 40 amps. So this here is actually an alternator from a Quantum, which does 80 amps. And actually fits quite well. So if you have a Yaris and you need more voltage, Quantum alternator, guys, fits and works well. On top of that, Clarence did a big 3 conversion. As you can see, the big wires going from here and grounding on the engine block and up to the battery. That's a big 3 conversion. That BMC plate filter I was telling you about is still here.
Okay.
It needs a wash.
How many years ago was this?
I put this one in 2017.
Should that not have been changed by now?
No, because it's a lifetime warranty. That's what's cool about these BMC drop-in filters. You can wash them out, dishwater. Not dishwater. You can wash them out with dish soap and water and let it dry. And then you get lubricant that you spray onto it, which helps collect dust particles and stuff. So wash it out, let it dry, spray it, put it back in. Lifetime guarantee, by the way. So if it ever breaks or whatever, I take it back, I say, it's damaged. Gimme.
Great.
And 2 extra kilowatts. I'm just saying.
Did some painting, you can see the colors are different.
Yeah, there was also a flake on here, but there's a lot of dust in this thing. I should get a cloth and try some stuff quickly. It's literally the first time I've done this in years.
Did the flake run away?
No, it's
No,
still there.
You can sort of see it.
You can see a little bit of the flake there.
Yeah.
Over here is where you'd see it most, because this is where they actually tested there. You can see it all there. Where they were actually testing the flake, they tested on the airbox. So there's a lot of flake on the airbox.
Yeah. Actually, it just looks like spots from like a distance, but you can see that it's changing colors and stuff.
There you can see it now with some water on it.
Yeah.
I
think that's about it, eh?
So yeah, we upgraded the battery. The standard battery was a 6.5. No, it was smaller than this. I think what's in here now is a 6.52. It is a 6.52. I think it was a 6.3 something or... Anyway, it was a tiny battery, slightly bigger than the Duracell that was in there. And we needed more. So we gave it more. And on the engine wise, on the engine side, sorry, you know by now I'm not good with English. Just be happy that José hasn't crucified me for it yet.
It's coming.
I believe it. And that's it. Well, the exhaust.
Oh, we spoke about the exhaust.
No,
you just said it's loud.
It's loud. It used to be a straight pipe, very obnoxious, very loud, very annoying. I hated it. Well, I loved it, except for when I was actually driving the car normally, because you couldn't go anywhere with it. It was, especially on the highway, just drone. It was a headache. So Clarence sorted me out with a Cowley Performance exhaust, and it just sounds brilliant now. I love the way it sounds. It's a bit deeper. and anything above 2000 RPM, it makes noise. If you're driving nice and easy and you're keeping it under, it's perfect. So we might even do that exhaust on the Conquest. Go with another Cowley performance. And that is it. It's got a monoblock, it's got a 4-channel, it's got air, P7 management, it's got sleeve bags all round, Tabao. And I think that's about it. Unless you want to add some stuff.
I don't. It's got a nice sticker on the front.
It does.
Get those from Stan's Hall.
Actually, this car is actually what started this. It's what started Slam. It Slammed was Low Life, I said like before. And through Low Life, I met Horsey, which before that was Authentic Customs. Well, he was Horsey already. His company was Authentic Customs.
Well done.
And it was kind of Low Life and Authentic Customs that sort of scissored each other and have become Slam.
I do not approve of that message. However, yes, that is how it started.
Yes. They did that. And now Slammed is here.
Yes.
And yeah. So I'd say between this one and the Figo.
You'll remember they have like cinematics and stuff together. If you go back to one of the, no, actually it's Lobster's video.
Yes.
Daily Low Society's video of our first show when we were in Rosebank, and they're both parked in the thingy. Those are the 2 cars that started.
Actually, I think we'll link that video down below
Yes.
in the description so you can see our very first event that we ever did. Please don't bombard us with questions of when the next event is happening.
We're trying.
We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. Give us some time. And yeah, I think that's it.
Bye, have a great time.
Let's go bang cinematics.
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, no, no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that saves.
Okay guys, so that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Do us a favor, please like the video. It goes a long way. It helps us a lot. And share the video. Tell your friends about us. Get them to jump on and also smash the like button. And like I said in the beginning, if you guys are interested in having your vehicle featured, please DM us on Instagram. Send us some pictures of your ride. Tell us a bit about your car. And let's talk. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. See you on the next one.